To the 90th birthday of the last real movie theater still standing in Rocky County. I can just tell you this, we have a lot of kids in the audience. Sherman and Peabody will be here Friday. The Muppets will be here in 2 weeks. And then Captain America flies in the beginning of April.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Rest assured, you'll get your money's worth.
USA Today rated the Lafayette Theater one of the top 10 classic movie theaters in the country. And that's, we're talking about movie theaters like Grauman's Chinese Theater. We were right up there with them. My name's Phil Tisi. I work in the supervisor's office here at Rampo Town Hall. And I'm an exhibitor of films at the Lafayette Theater in Suffern. First of all, let's say you're going out on a date with your special someone or husband and wife, that sort of thing. Okay. You want to go to just more, you want to have a really real movie experience. Well, first of all, right off the bat, in terms of our particular facility, we have 1,000 seats. So we never have people yelling and screaming about, gee, we can't get into the show. Have plenty of space, one. Secondly, when you come into the Lafayette Theater, and again, open 1924, you'll come in and let's say a Friday night show. Okay, the Friday night show won't start with 15,000 commercials. The Friday night show will start with a mighty Wurlitzer organ mini concert. So you will see our organ, Wurlitzer organ in Lafayette Theater dates back to 1931. It's one of the most famous in the country. And basically, you'll sit down, you'll enjoy the organ music for a half an hour before the show. You won't see 55,000, again, co-commercials.
Let's hear for that man with the organ. Where's the man with his organ? Beautiful, wonderful.
My name is Billy O'Connor, and I work in sessions mostly. It's a great film festival we have here. It's usually gets all the people out from around Rampo, Suffern, and we usually show a wide array of films, you know, and try and get it something that everyone loves during the festival, so that way we can get a lot of people here. We show a lot of different films, usually like from the 1900s is the films, and we've had Casablanca to Indiana Jones, so it's a wide array, but it's a lot of films that people love, and they're always classics.
Having a theater full of people, the effect of enjoying the movie with the reaction of the crowd and the feeling of that was nice. And of course, it's a wonderful life they've been having here for the last 6 years, and they're going to have it again. It's a lot of fun coming to a real old classic movie theater where they care about the patrons and they try to do special things that set it aside from just going to a regular old multiplex.
What's happened now is over the last, with the advent of the internet and the advent of the cineplexes, downtown movie theaters are going to be extinct within years. They're continually closing daily. For every dollar that you take in, the average fee paid back to the studio is between 60 and 65%. So in effect, movie theaters now have become candy stores. And that's why you see people have to take a loan to get the popcorn, soda, etc.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
See, even some of the blockbusters this year, they're good for a week. They've rake in a lot of money, and then the second week, the third week, that's it. In a single screen theater, they just don't come. In a multiplex theater, they just switch that movie that's not doing that well to a smaller room. That's another aspect of a single screen theater that you want to keep it a single screen, you want to preserve the past as we're trying to do. It's extremely hard to survive. They just can't make it financially. It's not financially viable because of the costs. And I'm just talking about cost of film. I'm not talking about cost of rent. I'm not talking about cost of personnel. I'm not talking about insurance costs. Those are other things that really add up. And that's why throughout the country, you see these single screen theaters empty. From our perspective, at the town level, job creation, it's an economic engine for Western Ramapo. You hear this sometimes in politics. They talk about, well, let's do downtown revitalization. That's a big thing. It's a great buzzword. Okay, so they put up sidewalks, they put up lights, and they put up fancy little benches, and they think that's downtown revitalization. Downtown revitalization is when you have attractions like the Lafayette Theater, which attract people to your town. You can't attract people to your town just with lights, just with new sidewalks. You need attractions like a Lafayette Theater. And it's worth a little extra effort. And we think it's more convenient. We think it's more reasonably priced. And it's a unique experience. It's not going into a room, sitting back in a chair, and that's it. It's just a different way to watch movies. It's a more unique way to watch movies. And it's more, and I think you get an appreciation. And a lot of times too, is your neighbors will be there, and it'll be a real kind of community thing. Just like with the 90th anniversary, I was so happy to see so many families come, because that's what the old theaters were all about. Uniting communities. We live in a very depersonalized society today, and the more we can bring people together, the better. Your generation of movie buffs will really appreciate our facility, and the more you get to know it, there is a certain prestige. It's romantic, people say, but you know what everything is today, guys. The bottom line is the bottom line, and if you can't sustain it from a fiscal point of view, you can't run these theaters, no matter how beautiful they are. But that's why we need a new influx of people realizing, hey, these things are like cultural icons. Once you lose them, they never come back. To be very frank with you, we do need more people supporting our theater. We are one of the oldest single-screen theaters, not in Rockland County, not in New York State, but in the United States, still operating, showing basically first-run movies and, of course, classic movies. One by one, the single-screen theaters are going by the wayside. We are determined to keep this theater open.